meet us down in Nashville. Let's go.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah. So are they a Nashville band?
They are a Nashville band.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I actually
Oh,
almost saw them. They played in the square, but I
okay.
was
So you actually know
working.
who they are.
Hmm.
Okay. Natural Child. Be My Guest.
Be my guest.
Yeah. They've had a ton of albums over the years, and I've been a fan just like from afar and kind of like listened to them, but I think this is my favorite one they've put out. Um, it just blew me away how much I liked it.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of got that, they have that kind of classic like country rock kind of like 70s um great rock and roll vibe to them. But I think this album like sounds the best that they've ever done. Um I always like I keep thinking that they're like not a band anymore, and then they'll put on an album out of nowhere, and I'm like, oh hell yeah, they're back. So I was surprised that they were even back, and then I was just blown away how much I liked the album too. Um, that's cool you say that from Nashville. That
Hmm.
makes sense.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
yeah, they're very southern rock and blues too, honestly.
Yeah, blues, like very blue, yeah, very blues rock, southerny sounding, right? Let me pull up this album. Um, the first song, Mexican Adderall, is sick. Great song name too. um,
I mean, that's code for cocaine, right? Yeah.
yeah, I'm sure, right? Yeah, like what else? Right? Yeah. Use your imagination. I remember really liking Me and George. Me and George
Hmm.
is sick. And I think like the big like left field song is Margaritas in the Moonlight. I think that's it's not something the sound that I would think that would come from them. It's kind of a little smoother, a little laid back, you know.
It's
And it
very bass forward. I really
yeah,
like the bass on that song. It's
yeah.
incredible.
And just like the solos are really cool, and like the
Hmm.
piano, like the keyboard solos. It's a beautiful jammy like song, you know.
It's kind of jazzy too.
Yeah, it's like yeah, jazzy. It's like whoa, where'd this come from? Okay, like sweet. So it has little elements of that in the album too, like other than that song that are like that, which I think really elevates this one for them. Because I mean, when you see them, they're just kind of like the guys. They're just like they look like kind of guys who would play like blues rock,
Hmm.
in Nashville. But and then they play Margaritas in the Moonlight, and you're like, what is this? Like smooth stuff. Um,
I hope they're okay. They seem
yeah,
like chronic alcoholics.
I know.
They don't
Yeah,
seem like they're all right. Like, tell me I'm wrong,
yeah,
which I really liked. It's sort of like a ballad almost about just
yeah.
getting fucked up every night and not caring, you know? I feel like they're very laid back. And
That's like what
they
you get when you like all their albums kind of have that kind of theme, like if you like rock and roll dudes.
uh
I love it. Yeah, but I've been jamming to this album for a couple weeks now, and it's awesome. I gotta say, not much, really much else to say, I guess. But I'd love to see him live. Have you've almost said you said you saw him?
yeah,
Um,
I had to do some stuff for work, so I couldn't go see him, but
nice,
I know I have a couple friends who are into them too. Like I definitely know who they are, and I've listened to them before, but I've
nice.
never listened to this album. I
Okay.
liked what do you think about Swanee?
I don't really remember what that one sounds like.
That's just the like the it's got the Johnny B. Good guitar intro,
Oh, okay,
and then it's
yeah,
just a straight out 12 bar blues
yeah.
song
Okay,
all the way
I kind of
through, which
remember that.
I love. I love a good 12 bar blues. Like when I first started playing
Yeah,
guitar, my guitar instructor was a blues musician. He was like, if you can learn the 12 bar blues, you can play any solo in the entire world. So just hearing like a straight up do 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 kind of song,
yeah.
it brings me back, you know?
I know it's simple, but like it always does the trick. And I think like adding something like that to the like at least like once on the album, like really,
Hmm.
yeah. I mean, a lot of it's kind of just that. I mean, like Little Magic, um, is a sick song. That was their single, and it has that good like kind of breakdown, the dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
and that's cool.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm
basic
surprised how
stuff.
like prominent the bass is in a lot of these songs. Like a
Yeah.
lot of these like classic Southern rock bands, uh, you know, it's really all about the guitars, maybe like a harmonica every once in a while, but like, you know, if you think about Skinner, you don't think about the bassist from Skinner, right?
Yeah.
This, I feel like whoever plays the bass in this band as, I mean, I think there are only three people, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
I really don't know.
um, but I think the bass really gets a lot of like in Little Magic, like you could definitely like it's very prominent in the mix. And like I said, Margaritas in the Moonlight has some excellent bass lines on it. I think me and George, the bass is okay on that one. But yeah, you know, being good friends with Lauren, I've definitely been able to like pick out prominent and talented bassists and bands because a lot of people don't think about that. And
Yeah.
I like hearing bands where the bassist is you know front and center.
Yeah. Or like it
Um,
adds something. It adds like a feel to it.
mhm. And the
Yeah.
guitarist, like there's some great solos on this album too. And
Hmm.
I'm not a big solo guy. I feel like if you're soloing just a solo, like I hate Freebird. God, I hate Freebird so much.
Favorite.
It's the most boring
That's
song in
fair.
the world.
I mean, that's a little overdoing it. That's like,
Uh-huh.
it's like 12 minutes long of just soloing.
But I feel
I
like a
mean,
solo has its place, that I feel like the solos of this album, they don't go on for too long, but they're
yeah. I
very
mean, as
good.
long as it's not, overdoing everything, it just kind
Uh-huh.
of depends. But I don't know. Big fan of this. Not much else
Cool.
to say.
I'm gonna listen to more of them.
Yeah.
I'm probably just gonna go see them, actually. Now that I
You
think
should
about
just
it.
go see them. Like there was, I mean, there's that one album, Okie Dokie in 2016. I was pretty into.
Uh-huh.
Um, that was cool. I remember really liking it. I don't remember it too much, but the Dancing with Wolves, I remember I liked that one too. 2014. Anyway, so I guess they're still around making cool ass music. So yeah, they
I'm
haven't
gonna
really had
see.
an album in a while. I mean, I guess 2020 they had one. I think I skipped on this 2021. Just the um self-titled. So check it
Oh, it
out.
doesn't look like they're touring anymore.
Hmm.
Wait, never mind. Let's see. I'll find this on my own, but I'm sure they're gonna be playing sometime in Nashville at some honky tonk somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
they're
right.
gonna be in
Well,
Highland Park,
over in
California.
Highland Park.
California.
Oh, in Chicago. That'd be weird. All right. Well, I'm gonna give it like an 8.5.
Okay.
Just solid rock, modern rock. You know,
Hmm.
classic sound. I just liked how loose it was, and like especially in the Margaritas and the Moonlight. Like it starts with them just like kind of like it sounds like they're at a party. And they're just
I
like,
think that's probably my favorite one. Yeah.
yeah, I think it's my favorite song but it's just like they're just kind of like jamming at a party, like, all right, one more, all right, and then they kind of go into it, and it just feels so natural,
Uh
um, natural track.
I like that they go from margaritas in the moonlight to singing about margaritas in the sunlight, which is just like they're constantly pounding
They
margaritas
probably
all the
just drink it.
time.
Yeah, it sounds like they're partying in the song too, which I love. It's a good party vibe, and that's what
Uh-huh.
we need. That's what we need. So hell yeah, cool. I think that's all I need to say.